Hey guys, God bless. Welcome back to Twist and Shout. I am Shar. We're going to talk about hair a little bit. Okay, I have my hair in this little bonnet, turban, whatever you want to call it. I got it from the hair store for about $5, and I just wish I had gotten more. That's the honest truth, because I feel like they're so easy, so thin, and they're velvet, so they look kind of elegant. They don't look tacky to me. And I had just finished dealing my hair last night, which I tried to film, but y'all might see it. I don't know, because I ran out of space, so I don't know how I'm gonna tweak that. Because I don't like, half doing stuff. But grease growth challenge officially over. Done. Like I said, I made another video about this, and obviously you should see that one first. But just keep in mind that it's a lot of stuff. I try to, quickly give you like an overview of what was going on, what was happening, but I feel like I have to come back more where I have more time, more phone space to talk about this matter. Okay. Now, grease ain't bad. I'm still, from experience, I'm telling you, grease isn't bad. You definitely just need to learn how to use grease. Curling creams and all that stuff isn't horrible. It's not bad. It's not the end of the world. For me, they don't necessarily help with my curl, because I feel like moisture itself helps with my curl, but they do help with the hydration and the longer lasting juiciness of hair. Like right now, this is, I styled this with African Pride, the curling cream, and then I top it off with the curling gel, which it's a cream gel that's supposed to like hold and keep your hair in place. And I felt like my hair looks oh so juicy right now. It doesn't look dried out. It is nice and placed. And I plan on keeping my hair like this for a while. Like, I don't plan on touching my hair because I got a lot to think about and a lot to consider. First things first, my regimen, as you know it, is about to go in the trash. Because I had a routine and a habit when I was doing only grease, which led me to some concerns and some things about my hair. First things first. My whole thing was, and this is crazy because this was even before, because now y'all got people coming out the closet saying, I don't use no oils, I don't use no cream, no butters, no grease. And I'm just like, that's crazy, because I was trying to do a challenge to see if grease could be my it. Now, confession, grease cannot be just it. It cannot. For me, I love grease. I love grease to death, but I cannot sit here with a straight face and say grease is the end. It's not. This is proof, because look at my ends, y'all. My ends are, and they still, look like they need to be cut, but they already looking a whole lot better than the last video you saw. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to trim some more. But I might do more than a trim this time. And I'm kind of panicky because I don't want to get scissor happy. But I want to be transparent with y'all. Second, I think a lot of my issue was me trying to style and film. I'm going to take a break on that part. Or I'm going to try to section it, or I don't know, like do maybe a section of hair and then just come out with my finishing. And that's not to rob you of the experience, but I have to do what's best for me, because I be so focused on my angles and stuff that I don't tend to my hair like I should. Like when I did this, when I finally cut the camera off, I felt like the process was so much better than when I was filming. Next. Okay. I went without oils, but I would not ever do that again. And the same thing with my creams. Like at first I was like, yes, but towards the end, I believe my hair started to get really dry. And I did a porosity test, y'all, from using just straight grease before I put the cream in my hair. And my hair didn't, I kept that piece of hair. Matter of fact, I did 3 strands, 3 separate strands and put it in the water. And it literally sat in the water for 24 hours. And did you know it did not sink at all? That means I'm on the far end of low porosity hair. Whereas when I started this journey and I started this YouTube channel, I was a high porosity chick. And it was a definite high porosity chick. Now, there's a lot of things that can go into play of that. One, we know heat damage, color processed hair, hair that was previously perm, all those things usually lead to someone who has high porosity because your strands are considered broken or rigid, which is not necessarily a good thing. But, you know, I like to look at it as a good thing because I didn't have no issues with moisture. But now I see that I have to put some effort and some elbow grease into making sure my hair is actually moisturized. And the downfall was I took away oils. I took away my creams and my butters and my stylers that had water in it and had other creams and oils that will kind of help me keep that moisture. And I just did water, leave-in grease. That was a mistake. Now don't get me wrong, because I'm eliminating more products, the definition was harder, it was crustier because there was no products in between. But the downfall was I was dealing with dry hair. It was causing me to be matted and my ends to be damaged and my hair to just not be so healthy looking, which led me to cutting off some ends. Now, do I regret that experience? No, because it was a learning lesson. But I will say this. From now on, I'm doing my hair my way, and I'm going to take it one day at a time. And I'm telling you this right now because I know a lot of you was also doing a grease growth challenge. Now, if you incorporate grease in a way where it worked for your hair, I'm not talking to you, obviously. But I'm saying for me, I messed up because I should have kept doing what I was doing at first, which was using my cream, at least my curling cream, because really my curling cream was doing what my leave-in didn't always do. Because let's be clear, every product in my stash ain't perfect. And I feel like where my leave-ins lack, my styling creams fill the void. And then my grease could still be my sealant. But I think either I'm going to take a grease break or I'm going to try to chop up my products into using a little less so that it won't seem like a lot on my hair. Like when I do my leave-in, which will probably be a spray, then I'm going to come in with my curling cream, which I'm only going to be using to actually style, like not to actually make my hair curly. And then I'm going to come on top, like I'm still going to try to avoid gels. And then I'm going to come on top with grease and see what that does. Now, you're also going to see a video by now about me I use oil on this side and then I use a butter on this side. And we saw that this side was behaving more healthier than on this side. And in both cases, I didn't use no water. And I wanted to do that to show you guys, because like I said, the trend right now is no butter, no cream, no oil. And some are even coming out and saying, I don't hardly use water. And it's like, I don't know about that. However, I'm learning now to not 100% rule out anything, because what works for your hair doesn't mean it's bad. And what works for my hair doesn't mean it's bad. We may be bad for one another, but if it works for you, it works for you, and that's fine. But for me, I'm learning to kind of deal with my hair, how I deal with it. And there are some things I noticed. And I had enough time to think about this stuff, because when I was doing my wash days, it was just my water, leave-in, grease, and that's it. You know, I ain't worried about nothing else. And I had time to process. And one of the things that kept coming back to my mind was like, Shar, when you was transitioning and you only did your shampoo, your conditioner, your leave-in, and then nothing the first day. And then the next day I would come back and do grease. Now, I don't think that was horrible, but I do know enough now that I should not have been putting grease on dry hair. However, if you look on the back of your Blue Magic, it does not say you have to use on wet hair. It says as needed or when desired. And I looked on a couple other greases and it said the same thing. Now, when you're dealing with butters and creams, it'll say wet, damp, or dry hair. And I've seen that to be true too with creams, because the first ingredient is usually water, not necessarily a butter. But to each his own. Like I said, right now I'm just learning to mind my business and do what works for my hair and not necessarily follow just any trend that comes by, which I've done a pretty good job not following trends. Like the grease growth channel was really my thing, but I'm learning that grease needs to be in company of a cream on as a styler on my hair, not just plain water. Like I need something else. Like water does a decent job, you know, soften up the hair, but that extra slip and to keep my hair from being matted, because y'all, I've been pulling out some nasty, I'm talking about some dread looking knots. And that ain't nothing but the lack of moisture and slip and sleekness that comes from certain butters and creams and oils that is necessary on some hair, not all hair. And when I took all of that away, I should have known better. But now I know better. So yeah, that part. Trying to think what else I need to say to you guys. So, like I said, my previous regimen, I'm going to get a pen and paper tonight, and I'm going to try to figure this thing out for the most part. Also, pre-poo, because I was not doing pre-poos. Y'all, I cannot. Like I said, I'll just set myself up for knots and disaster. I can't do that no more. Like, yes, your products matter, and oh, don't get me started on products. Please don't get me started. I'm going to work through my stash. That last wash day that y'all witnessed, or maybe I don't know when this video is going to place, where I use the silicone free line, I'm going to use that up. Okay? I'm going to use it up. I'm going to just add my pre-poo, either the African Pride pre-poo or my fat paws. This very next wash day, I'm actually going to use the African Pride line entirely. Like I'm working to the end of that. So I'm going to try to use all that up. Let it be done with it. The shampoo, the pre-poo, shampoo, conditioner. I got a mask I need to try. And leave-in, which I always love leave-in anyway. I love those leave-in, the spray and the cream. And then I'm going to use a curler cream like I did with this style here. And I'm probably going to braid it back up, or at least section it into, I don't know, sections and pull it back into a bun or something, because I'm real big on buns and ponytails in the summer. But something, y'all, something like really low maintenance, because I just keep thinking about how I was in college and before, how I just, like I said, shampoo, conditioner, leave in, blow dry my hair, put my hair in a ponytail, leave it alone, and then come back and grease my scalp the next day, literally. And my hair was thriving and growing super duper fast. And I was washing my hair every 2 weeks at first, and then I moved to every week. And a lot of people said that hydro fatigue is happening to a lot of our hairs too, because we're washing every week and we're using deep conditioner every week. Like I said, there's a lot of he say, she say, but the proof is in the pudding. Like whatever goes on with your hair, you judge your hair. But I would say, don't just dismiss a lot of stuff. Learn to take everything with a grain of salt. Like, check your hair out, figure out your hair, you know, study your hair, make notes, and figure out what's going on. Like I said, for me, I'm about to get real low maintenance. Also, I know this channel is twist and shout, but girl, the twist was clumping the curls, and we're going to hold out on the twist for right now until we figure out what's going on. Right now, the braids, I mean, I'm still scratchy. I'm still healthy. Didn't pull it too tight, didn't put no band on this time. And like I said, I'm going to just order some of these in different colors, and that's going to be me probably all summer. And like I said, I'm going to write these for probably a week, and then take it out and let it be all twisted and stuff. Ride that for a couple of days, then wash my hair. That's the plan. That's the goal, unless something crazy happens, like I go to the beach or something. But I ask that y'all pray for me, because like I said, this grease growth challenge had me thinking about a lot. Do I think grease grow your hair? I think grease helps retain length by protecting your hair. The only grease I will give credit to actually growing your hair is those in my Suffer mix with the Palmer's Growth Therapy, the Suffer 8, the light, and the original formula. That's it. Like, I think the Blue Magics do good with sealing and protecting, and that's causing you to have less breakage, but that's it. Like, it protects, but I don't give Blue Magic credit of growth. Don't see that right now. I can't offer that as advice. I can't do that. But Get you some stuff at 8, mess with some Palmer's Growth Therapy, and then you can talk. But yeah, that's where we are. So that's my 2 cents right now. I love you guys. Thank you for listening to me vent and talk about all this stuff. Like I said, more videos coming soon, but you might notice some changes, and you might notice me leading towards more content until I figure out what's going on with my hair, because I ain't trying to risk my hair for a clout. That's just me. So I'm sorry if I get boring, sorry if I get whack or MIA. I'm so sorry. I'm apologize in advance, but I got to figure this thing out. I got to work about what works for me. I already told y'all about product reviews. It's going to be slim to none because I'm really not feeling buying nothing right now, because I done learned that it's more so how you use the product and not necessarily the product. And a lot of products like the curling cream, hence, when I used it the first time, I just wasn't using it right. Now, I'm like, okay, I know how to use you. Because I think what's happened was the cream leave-in and the curling cream was kind of similar. So I probably got like product overload, like right after I washed my hair, or hydro fatigue, because everything was all moisture happy. But now I know better. So if I'm going to use the curling cream, not to use that leave-in, use the spray leave-in. Plain simple. Or just water, just plain water. But I'm going to stop talking now. All right, so this will be part 2 of the Grease Growth Challenge update of me filling you in, giving you a little extra And it's probably going to be a part 3, because I'm going to make some more notes and really give y'all the tea. And for anybody who actually is listening, paying attention to me, to help you to move forward and actually start retaining some length and have some healthy hair. All right, so love you guys. God bless. Take care. Bye.